Welcome to the Problem Hunter channel. This is your host, Ed Moran, and today we will be discussing about the Problem Hunter channel. Why this was ever thought of. But maybe it could really actually start when I was little, when I first started. Uh, my parents always gave me something to play with, and they were something about technology. That was way, way, way back, many years. And then they did send me to the US to go to high school. And I was surprised that in Des Moines Tech High, which is a vocational school in Iowa, uh, I didn't, we had to select a core before we graduate high school. And I was very fortunate that my school was connected to NASA, which was just about um, an hour and a half away at Ames, and we were connected by. It is a surprise because we were connected by modem in 1972. Although the computer that was in the school was a punch card computer, 1972 circa, So, but inside we had a chance to play around with the computer connected to NASA. So there it started. I got bit by technology. I That bug bit me so hard I couldn't forget that today, after 65 years on this earth, I'm still playing around with computers, technology, still interested in innovation, been very interested in science fiction I'd say from Buck Rogers to Star Trek to Star Wars and so on and so forth up to this very day. And, looking at all the things that I have been doing, I remember how there are things in my days, like, for example, Dick Tracy, where he would speak to his watch. Imagine I'm doing that today using my watch, my Samsung watch, which is that can actually connect to my cell phone, and I'm able to talk. There's so many things that has been or became a reality, but all started from fiction. Now, one thing I realized was that when you talk about fiction, it's people who think out of the box already many years back. And it was scientists that make it come true. They brought it into fruition, and actually, that is what we are actually using today. So there's so many things. Like, for example, in the Star Trek, you have the thing that says "Beam me up, Scotty," and Captain Kirk would be beamed up back to his starship. Now, we also had that many, many years ago, and you're talking about the I think it was the if I remember it right, it was the Motorola phone uh, that mimicked that particular gadget that Captain Kirk would use. And this one here, you could call and say, call Scotty to beam him up. And it exactly looks like it. It would be something that you'd flip. It's a flip phone, and you can make that call. And we can mention all of these things. So I was always been fascinated with technology. So after all these years, I'm still at it. And here I am, here talking to you again. And by the way, I was very busy with my staff, and I bought all of the lighting, the equipment, and all that just to be able to face all of you today. And these are the things that I just enjoy. And so, problem hunting was was something that was in the back of my mind. So about 2 years ago, I actually thought of starting this idea of problem hunting. You see, today there's a lot of things happening and a lot of opportunity out there. The only way to find out what are those that should be, technologies or any kind of disruption or innovation, we always start with looking for the problem, not looking for the solution. Because solutions without problems or solving a problem is not going to sell. The only thing that would really work is actually looking first for the problem. And so you need to be a problem hunter, like the cavemen. They were always hunting because they were hungry. They had to go. Their problem was hunger, and they had to go out, find a solution. That's the same kind of thing I'm thinking of. Let's go and become like, cavemen looking for the problem. And from that problem, you shout it out to the world. Sorry, shout it out to the world, and somebody else will come up with a solution. And there is so many opportunities in this new, since the pandemic, it's giving the world a reset to do something new, something different. And I see it as an opportunity to see how the world is going to change. And the world is now changing. Problem hunter. That's what I was thinking of, because that's where you get to know and to find out what the problem is and look out there, a problem that you can't Google for the answer. You gotta be able to go tell the rest of those people who are solutions providers. Do they have the solution to your problem? If not, maybe somebody will be the one to come up with a solution. And this is the innovation. These are the disruptors. So I'm starting here in the Philippines, and I'm going to be starting with the Science High School right here in Las Piñas, right here, and I'm hoping to do the same thing in the University of Perpetual Help, and I'm creating a innovation challenge in each, and hopefully we will be able to do that, and maybe we and I believe I am also one of those angel investors that would look into possibilities. Maybe I have a problem and there are solutions that other people are thinking of. So maybe this is the way to do it. So that's how I came out with the problem hunting channel. I'm going to go look for those things. I'm going to look solutions, but first I have to look for the problem. So if you can help me find these problems, let's also find the solutions. And what I intend to do in this channel is to be able to bring in those solutions, take maybe do an interview, talk to these people, or maybe even go to them and see what they're doing. And this way we can all get together and let's take this journey of trying to look for new solutions to new problems. So join me in the Problem Hunter. You can always call me, talk to me. Maybe you can also subscribe and press that bell button and let me know what you think about this. And let's start our problem hunting. Join me and see you in the next episode. Thank you. Bye.